Okay, gonna pick one. Gonna delete the previous one. This is, I'm gonna reset this time. This is SQL question. Am I gonna do the SQL question? Let's do it. It's medium. So this is a medium SQL question. So I'm gonna aim to solve within 10 minutes maybe. Um, I don't know whether I can do it, but so election results. I'm gonna have only one table votes. We have two columns, voter and candidate, both string, and table contain the name of the voter and their candidate. Okay, looks quite simple. And the election is conducted in a city where everyone can vote for one or more candidates or choose not to vote. Okay, each person has one vote, so if they vote for multiple candidates, their vote gets equally split across them. Sure. For example, if a person votes for two candidates, the candidate receive an equivalent of 0.5 votes each. Sure. Write a solution to find a candidate who got the most votes and won the election. Output the name of the candidate, or if multiple candidates have an equal number of votes, display names of all the candidates, or all of them. Return the result table ordered by candidate. Blah 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 blah. Okay, sure. Okay. So I'm gonna have votes table and Kathy. Okay, if you don't vote, you actually have null in the table. Okay, that's some kind of information I know, but I don't know how it's going to be useful. Let's say we have Charles, and Charles actually voted for three people, so the one vote is going to be distributed across three candidates from the problem. Benjamin voted only one person. Anthony voted only one person. Edward one person. Terry voted didn't vote, so that is why we have null records in the table. Evelyn blah 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 blah. And then we're gonna output Christine and Ryan Y. Yeah. Kathy and Terry opted not to participate in the vote, resulting in the vote being recorded as zero. It's actually null, it's not zero. Charles distributed his vote among three candidates, equating to 0.3. That makes sense. On the other hand, those people only voted for one person. Collectively, candidate Ryan and Christine amassed a total of 2.33. Casey, blah 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 blah. Okay, so let's compute that. So Christine, so you have 0.33. That is where 2.33. That's okay. And then Ryan gonna be 2.33. Then 2.33. Okay. Yeah. So I think makes sense. So I think I only have 7 minutes to go. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more column next to candidate. How? So yeah, right. So what I have to do is I'm going to compute. I need to compute the weights first. So the weight going to be I'm going to group by voter and count distinct candidate. So for example, Charles is going to have three, and the weight going to be one divided by the count of candidates. So after I computed the weight, I'm gonna join the weight to the right side of this candidate, and then I'm gonna just sum the weights group by candidates, and um, and 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 right, and then that's going to be a temporary table, and then I'm gonna select the highest sum by where statement, and then just output those candidate only. So they're going to be a multiple CTE table, but eventually using the subquery in the where statement, and then select the maximum sum, and then the filter out only the candidate who has the maximum weight. That sounds possible. So I'm gonna have 5 minutes, so maybe I think I can do it. So first of all, I'm gonna do is select I need to compute the weight. Select voter, and this is from votes, and group by voter, and then I'm gonna count distinct candidate, and this needs to convert to weight, so that's going to be like this kind of number. And then what I realize is if the count is 0, what's going to happen? Right. Yeah, I didn't take care of the null case. Yeah, that's going to be trouble. I don't think I can solve it in 10 minutes. So if I group by sum, uh, right, so I'm going to filter out null. So I'm not going to compute weight for null case. So I'm going to have where candidate is not null, and then this division going to work. And then I'm going to say weight. Okay. And then I'm going to create one more temporary table, and this is going to be the original table. I'm going to join it, so I'm going to rename it to A, and then left join CT as B, and then joining condition is A's voter is equal to B's voter, and I'm going to have, actually I don't need to have voter anymore, so I'm going to get A's candidate and also B's weight. And when I join it, if this is null, I'm not going to have it, so that's going to be the null. So I'm going to change it to 0 if null, and this is going to be 0 if null, and I'm going to rename to weight. Okay, so far looks good. And then I'm gonna compute the sum. So this is going to be another temporary table. Select from CTE1 and group by a candidate this time. And then I'm gonna compute candidate, group by candidate, and then get the sum of weight. Okay, it's not total weight. Okay. And then let's see this result for now. CT2. Something wrong here. I don't need to have this. What's going to happen? So I'm going to have, okay, that looks good. So I'm going to have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Maybe I can solve this one. Okay, so I'm going to have select from CT2, and then I need to filter out, which is total weight is equal to subquery of select max total weight from CTE2, and then I'm going to select the candidate, and then order by, it says order by, right? Order by candidate ascending order, the date. Okay, I think this going to work for the test case, and I don't know whether it's going to work for the other cases. Okay, it works. Actually, okay. So when I was solving, I was kind of pessimistic that maybe I cannot solve within 10 minutes, but luckily I was able to solve it within 10 minutes. But looking at the query, maybe it's kind of lengthy. I'm creating so many temporary table. Maybe it's going to affect the performance, which is I'm not really professional about for the performance of the SQL. If you're creating too many multiple like common table expression, but I think this is kind of logical and then kind of fits me to solve the question. So um, this is how I solve this question.